What is good, everybody? Today we're going to be playing some Taxi Boss, and I've got quite a few stories for you guys. So I haven't made a daily upload in 10, maybe 11 days now. I've been really busy. So the biggest thing was just, well, I don't know what the biggest thing was. The first thing, though, I was finishing up the semester, and I really needed to get good grades, because if I got good grades, then I could get some scholarships. I just had to get A's in 4 of my 5 classes. And I think I just need like a B plus in one of the classes. I ended up getting A's in all of my classes, so we're completely good there. A Vandal. I've never picked up one of these guys before. Oh, this guy's wanted. Okay, interesting. And I think the police are going to be on me now. Anyways, I got A's in all my classes, so I'm going to get some scholarships, which is going to be super nice. I'll get half tuition, and I'm also going to get some... That's just from the school for having good grades. And then... Oh, what the... That police car is upside down. Interesting. So my schooling will basically be paid for the rest of my schooling, which is going to be super nice. That takes a lot of stress off of me, because now I only need money to support, you know, paying rent and getting groceries. I don't really have to pay for school on top of that. So that's going to be super convenient. So I finished graduation, or not graduation, I just finished the semester. You know, graduation happened. Obviously, I didn't graduate. And then I went to my cousin's wedding, and it was a pretty good wedding. So the night before the wedding, we had a little bachelor party for him, but he had to get surgery, I think literally a week before his wedding. It might have been 8 days before his wedding. Whatever the case, he had just got surgery. And so while we were originally planning to go golfing, those plans had to be changed. And so they were just like, everybody bring any games you have. I didn't bring anything, so I show up and they're like, yeah, I think we have a laptop for you. So then we proceeded to play Roblox for 5.5 hours until 1:30 a.m. And this is the game that we started out with, was Taxi Boss. And when we first started playing, my cousin was like, hey, just be prepared to play a different game probably every 3 minutes. And then I think we proceeded to play this game for over 2 hours. It was a long time that we were playing this game. And now I'm like hooked on the game because I've put too much time and effort into it to just drop it. It's an okay game. Basically, you just deliver people, and then you've also got like a little company that you get to build up and hire people to drive taxis for you. It's kind of like a tycoon. I don't know how else to explain it. So we played this for quite a while, and I think the youngest person there was 20. We had... So there's my cousin, his cousin on the other side, who I think is our same age, and then I think one of his cousins is a year or two younger than us, and then his 2 brother-in-laws, which I guess are technically my cousins, I think. I'm not really sure how that works. And they both have kids. One of them's like, I think almost 2 years old. The other one was born maybe almost a year ago. Half a year ago? I don't know exactly. It's just a bunch of like adult men in this room playing Roblox together as a bachelor party. It was kind of funny. So we start out with this game. Then we moved to a game, I think it's called Hypershot. It's a gun game. So much better than Rivals. I'll probably play it for a daily upload sometime. Probably tomorrow, actually, because I really enjoyed it. And then, also, I can't pick these guys up because there's too many of them. I only have one other spot in my car, so that's why I'm skipping half of these people. And then, I don't know if we played anything else that night. Oh, we were going to play my mini games, actually, but one of them was on an Xbox and the other was on a... And another of them was on a PS5 or PS4, and I guess I haven't enabled being able to play my games on those devices, so they weren't able to join, so we didn't end up playing my games. We probably only would have lasted a few minutes in them anyways, because, I mean, it's a good game, but it gets pretty repetitive pretty quickly. So then after that, we played Five Nights at Freddy's, which I've never played before. It was actually pretty scary. We weren't able to turn the lights off, because we were just playing at his dad's office, and so they had sensor lights and they couldn't turn the lights off, which was mildly unfortunate. That could have been a lot scarier. It was pretty fun. I got back to my in-laws at like 1:30 a.m. I stayed up for another hour watching some YouTube videos just because I felt like it. And that was probably not the best idea because I had to be at the wedding the next morning at like 10 a.m. So I didn't get a ton of sleep, but it was still a lot of fun. And then after that, let's see, then we get to the day of the wedding. Ceremony itself was good, and then we went to take pictures. I was one of the groomsmen, so I had to stick around for all of the pictures. And as we're sitting there taking some pictures, we hear gunshots, or at least what sounds like gunshots, and then sirens, and we heard like multiple gunshots, and then we like see an ambulance drive in, and then like just a few minutes later we hear the sounds again with more sirens. The heck? So it literally sounded like there was a drive-by shooting. I don't actually know if there was... So what I remember is I thought that I heard a car like driving away and then gunshots, but I don't actually know if there was a car sound, because I think what actually might have happened, because like, you know, it's just like kind of shocking in the moment. What might have happened is I just heard the supposed gunshots, and I just thought that it was a car backfiring, and so I just assumed that it was a car driving away, but I didn't actually hear it. You know how your mind can play tricks on you like that. So I don't know if that actually happened. We don't actually know if there's any shooting or not. I tried looking it up in the news. There's nothing in the news as of the day of the wedding. I looked it up just later that night. I actually haven't gone back to see if there was any news of a shooting in the area. It was just across the river from us though. Like it was close, and there were lots of other people who said they heard it too. It's kind of scary. I think I'll title this video Shotgun Wedding, because it's a little funny of a joke. And then shortly after that, it started raining. I don't think I can... Yeah, there's two of those guys. I can't pick you up. I don't think my car is upgraded enough to pick these guys up anyways. Then it started raining, which was kind of sad, because we had to cut the pictures kind of short. And so all we had to do, the bridesmaids took all of their pictures, and all that was left was the groomsmen pictures, but it started raining, and so everybody left to go to the luncheon. We show up to luncheon. I don't think there's really anything worth talking about from the luncheon. Later that night, we have the reception. The reception was pretty good. It's basically a charcuterie board, just a giant table of meats and cheeses and all sorts of stuff like that. They had cake and brownies, or yeah, I think brownies. It was pretty good. And then at the end, they gave all the groomsmen lighters, because we were supposed to light everybody's sparklers as the couple came out the doors at the end. It was pretty windy though. I don't know if that's why it wasn't working. I didn't light a single sparkler. I literally just held my lighter on top of some people's sparklers for a solid 30 seconds, and they never lit. So they just had to light their sparklers from people who already had lit sparklers. It was really weird. Like, I don't know. It was weird. And then they drove off. The wedding was over. It was pretty good. After that, I went to my grandparents, and I played with my cousins. So we played... I guess they went to the store after the wedding, and they bought a baseball... Not like a real baseball bat, just one of those kind of plastic baseball bats. So we played with that, and then a foam ball that my grandparents already had, just so that we don't break anything in the house. It wasn't really baseball. It was just throw the ball and then have someone hit it. It was fun enough. And then we played hide and seek, or we played sardines after that, which is basically hide and seek. It's just where one person goes and hides, and then everyone else has to find them. And once you find the person, then you have to hide with them until the last person finds them. So my cousin, Ellie, she's been in lots of my lives before. She's the one that I play 99 Nights with somewhat often. She goes and she hides in a closet of blankets, but she halfway buries herself underneath the blankets. And so I probably checked there twice before I actually found her. So me and my cousin kind of found her together, and so I was like, you stay here, I'm gonna go keep looking as if she's not back here, just so that everybody else keeps looking elsewhere, thinking that she wasn't in there. And so I went around and I looked a little more, and then I came back to the closet, and at this point I have to bury myself in blankets, and it was already so hot. And then eventually one of my other cousins finds us, and he has to hide, and so he's on top of me. So I'm already under a bunch of blankets, being squashed by blankets, and then he comes and sits on top of me, and I'm just like drowning at this point. It's so hot in there. Luckily the game ended probably within 3 minutes after that. It wasn't too bad. And that was the day of the wedding. I think I'm gonna keep talking. I could do some... Oh, I totally just passed where I'm supposed to be. I could make a different upload, but I think I'm just gonna keep going with this one, because I've got lots of other videos planned for the next several weeks. So then nothing really happened on Sunday. I went to church, hung out at my in-laws, and then it was just Monday, so not yesterday, 2 days ago? Whenever it was, I went to Ellie's birthday party. And I was a little worried when she first invited me, because I was like, I'm going to show up, it's just going to be me and then a bunch of like 10 and 11-year-old girls. But luckily, my other cousin invited one of her friends. So I still was the oldest person there by probably 6 years, but I could hang out with my other cousin, and she brought a guy. So it wasn't completely weird. I mean, it's not like super weird anyways, but it was just kind of funny when I first showed up. I was like, so help me if it's just me and I'm double everybody's age at this party. It was quite a bit of fun. They just had a heated indoor pool and a hot tub. Lala Bear was there. I don't know if you guys know Lala Bear. She's also played 99 Nights in the Forest with us before. So met her in real life. That was kind of funny. And I think that's about everything I have to say. If you guys, you might already be aware of this, I'm starting a new series called Mini Mario, where I play every level of new Super Mario Bros. Wii with the mini mushroom power activated. So I beat the entire game yesterday. I recorded every single level, but I'm gonna be posting 3 episodes a day. So at, I think 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. is when they're all scheduled. I've only scheduled the first 4 worlds. I still need to go and upload the second half of the video, so I'm not exactly sure when it's going to end. I think it's going to take anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks to finish the entire thing. So all of those have already been recorded. I'm super excited for that. I'm going to have, you know, some daily uploads for you guys beyond just Roblox. I'm trying to kind of branch out from just a Roblox channel. I already started as just Minecraft, which I didn't see tons of success with. I'm mostly seeing success just with 99 Nights, not even just Roblox in general. But I'm hoping that I can get you guys interested in, you know, seeing me play games that aren't just 99 Nights in the Forest. So if you want to support the channel, best thing you can do is just, watch my videos. I know that sounds like so self-explanatory, but I'm just trying to become more diverse, I guess. Get some more content up. That's gonna be it for today's video. I'll go ahead and deliver this last customer and then we'll end. So basically in this game, you have this company, right? And to upgrade your company, you have to do these things. So I delivered 15 customers and I went to the hills. Then I also have to get 3 more concrete bags. And whenever you upgrade your company, it increases your vault size. So your vault is just how much max money you can have on hand without pulling it out into your inventory down here, I guess. And then I've got several drivers for me who, we got to send that guy to the mechanic, who drive their cars, and then based on what car they're driving, how many stars it is, then they earn me money, and then I cash out. And you can upgrade your drivers, you can get upgraded cars. I'd say this is a pretty decent Roblox game. It's not just some stupid brain rot game. It's pretty fun, so check it out sometime. It's Taxi Boss. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Adios.